So I want to talk a bit about the family that owned this gorgeous Virginia property before OYA found it. According to local gossip, this family had ties to the government in some way or another. I think the mother worked for the Defense Department, and one of the sons was in the CIA. They were big donors to the RNC. They used to hold fundraising galas for President Reagan and Bush Sr., most notably. They bought the property in the late 80s, early 90s from the family who had it previous, and they built the main house that's on it today. She had two sons. One of her sons tragically died in a car accident, but previous to dying, he had a family of his own and a son. And the other son, who was in the CIA, he didn't inherit it when she died because he was written out of the will. The story goes that the second and older son, who was in the CIA, that something happened to him while he was there that triggered him to become ultra paranoid. He ran back home to stay with mom on this property. And now, being paranoid and thinking that the government is out to get you, you have to come up with a plan that would protect you and allow you to save yourself if one day the CIA, the men in black, come a knocking. He started downloading his paranoia into his mother to convince her that what they needed to do was to be off-grid and to have an escape route. He had her install an excessive amount of solar panels, enough to power 6 normal homes. After that was taken care of, he needed his escape plan. So he convinced his mom to put a secret trap door in his walk-in closet on the first floor. The door opens up, and there's a ladder that leads down to the laundry room in the basement where the solar panel system is. Then a little further down, there's a room on the left. And when the house was put up for sale, they found that room filled with unregistered firearms, for obvious reasons. Then, a door directly in front of that, surrounded by a concrete wall. You open the door, you go through, around the corner, and you see 3 large safes and a filing cabinet, which had all of his important papers or evidence or documents he stole from the CIA, who knows, plus more guns and, I assume, money. Then you go down the flight of stairs that's there to the next door. On the side, there was a ton of camping equipment that was available for his journey into the woods to grab and go. As you open up this final door, you open it up into a tunnel. The tunnel leads down to another ladder, which you climb up and push open the door in the floor, and you pop up into a shed on the property that is located near the old garden. You bust out the double doors on the backside of this shed and run for the forest. That was his escape plan. After hearing this tale and seeing this myself, and taking his own journey and escape plan, and timing it out, my first thought was that if you're him, and you're paranoid, right? You wouldn't be happy with just popping up into a shed by the garden across the yard. You'd want a tunnel that goes all the way into the woods so you couldn't be seen sprinting across the rest of the yard. But I guess it wasn't his money paying for the bunker. So the lesson here is, I guess, pay for your own escape bunker, kids.